a lot of people in Hollywood, I'm happy to say, are coming out for one Charlie Kirk. Kristen Chenoweth, remember her from Wicked? Great voice, former Miss Ohio, operatically trained. So, you know, I have a lot of respect for her. She's very religious as well. She has come out for Charlie, and that was just great to see. Great to see. Let me see if I can share with you what she actually said, because it wasn't just her. There's been a few of them now that have come out and said, you know what, this is wrong. It never should have happened. And it takes a little bit of bravery. Selma Blair as well. Let me see if I can get this one onto the screen. Okay, here we go. Selma Blair actually posted a comment on Instagram saying, what an incredible man. This incredible man who would go into the cauldron of indoctrination and to use logic, to have dialogue. And I am sick for his family, for all of us. And then Kristen Chenoweth agreed. And she said, you know, I agree with what you're saying, Selma. Adding her own comment on Charlie, quote, I'm so upset. Didn't always agree, but appreciated some of his perspectives. What a heartbreak, his young family. I know where he is now, in heaven. Well, their fans went bonkers. Okay, their fans went bonkers, which also gives you a little bit of a read of the room. So I'm encouraged that people feel comfortable enough to speak out right now. I think that's important. And so they have my backing for sure in that they're speaking out at a really, really important time. I like seeing that they're coming to the defense of Charlie Kirk. You know who else came to the defense of Charlie Kirk? How do you like this? Coldplay. Chris Martin. Great band. You know, the guy that used to be married to Gwyneth Paltrow? He's in London at a concert, and what did he do? He encouraged his entire audience to put their hands up and send love out to Charlie Kirk's family. Watch.
And so, with that in mind, for the final time for a few years in London, let's raise our hands like this and send love any way you want to send it in the world. And there are so many places that might need it today. So here it comes from London. You can send this to your brother or your sister. You can send it to the families of people who've been going through terrible stuff. You can send it to Charlie Kirk's family. You can send it to anybody's family. You can send it to people you disagree with, but you send them love anyway. You can send it to peaceful people in the Middle East, in Ukraine, in Russia, in Azerbaijan, in Sudan, in Somalia, anywhere that you think might need love from London. Here it comes. In 5, 4, 3, 2.
And everybody put their hands up, and everybody sent love. And he worked Charlie's family right into that, because no one deserved what Charlie got. Deborah Messing, another one. It's like the best picture I've ever seen of her. Deborah Messing, who, by the way, was just awful to me. Like, she was like tweeting against me back in 2020 all the time. I'm like, when did I suddenly bring on the wrath of Deborah Messing? Oh, and Bette Midler was the other one. Well, I think that she's actually become much more in touch with her faith as a Jewish woman. And this is one of the things that Charlie really stuck up for. He was a Christian, but he was also quite a Zionist. And I think she's quite upset with what has happened to Charlie. Let me share with you some of what she wrote. She said, I couldn't sleep last night. The assassination of Charlie Kirk is so horrifying and devastating. I'm with her. I couldn't sleep. I didn't sleep all last week. I barely slept this weekend. I wanted to come on with you guys this weekend. We had some content, but you know what? It was just, I needed a couple days. I really did. I really needed that. It's a tough thing for all of us to be going through. She wrote, I found many things he said offensive, but he was the father of two, a husband, a devout Christian, someone smart and articulate who believed in the power of debate over violence. Yes. Okay, the power of debate. He was a non-violent person who just believed in intellectual curiosity and debate. And yet this senseless act happened. She wrote, I am praying for Charlie Kirk's family, his friends, and the students who witnessed his killing. I'm also praying for those who are celebrating, right? Because that's pretty awful that anybody out there would do that. They have to wake up to the darkness that they are endorsing. We have to be better. We have to be human. Okay, I know Deborah Messing has had her share of, liberal nonsense. Just like Whoopi, and maybe they're just trying to save their careers. I see some comments on that, like, I get it. But you know what? For a day or two in Charlie's memory, I'm willing to extend them the benefit of the doubt and hope that this is a moment of peace for the better, a moment where we can come together, a moment where, the Karen Basses of the world that want to double down on all that bad stuff, or any of those kids out there on TikTok doubling down on bad stuff, that they're the ones out in the cold, that the rest of the nation is going to come together and be one and think about how we have articulate, smart, thoughtful, respectful debates with one another. We don't need like the guy at the Oxford Union Club, okay? That's not respectful, honest debate. That's I want to kill you because I don't like your side, and if I have to resort to violence, so be it. No. That is never what Charlie stood for. That's not what our country stands for. Chris Pratt, an actor from Parks and Rec, he got a lot of flack for this one. But he just asked people to pray for Charlie.
Hey guys, just stop real quick and pray with me. Lord, you say, be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. In this moment, please, Lord, calm my restless mind. Quiet my anxious heart. Help me set aside distractions and choose what gives life and gives peace. Isaiah 26:3, you keep in perfect peace those whose minds are stayed on you. Lord, fill me with strength to turn my attention toward you, that I find rest and joy in your presence. Amen.
Amen.
Okay.
Right? Amen. I love that some of Hollywood is coming to his defense. I think we all must come to Charlie's defense. We are all Charlie Kirk right now. No matter what side of the aisle you are on, if you believe in fairness, if you believe in this great republic, if you believe in our First Amendment, you must stand for Charlie Kirk. And he cannot have died in vain. This is the turning point for America. We reached 1 million subs here on the Trish Regan channel just yesterday. I've been working really hard over the last couple of years, really religiously over the last year and a half, being here every single day with you, no matter where I am in the world, to make sure that we are talking together about the biggest issues we're confronting of our time. I mean, we really are on the front lines of history in more ways than one, in a very transparent way, in a very different kind of way, in a very honest, brutally honest way. No teleprompters, no middle management, no bells and whistles, just you and me. And it's a very special thing that we've been able to create. And I'm so excited for us reaching that mark. But it also comes at a somber time, at a difficult time, at a time when, I wish we had other things to be talking about, right? It's natural to be excited, and I want to have balloons and a cake and a big party, but I'm not really in the mood for party right now. What I'm in the mood for is a chance for America to come to its senses, for America to be thoughtful and respectful of one another, to look out for each other in ways that we so deserve. Because what we have seen, unfortunately, from a lot of people, and I don't know why they did this. I don't know why. You've seen we call them SOTs. I mean, sound on tape, SOT strings. You string together all those SOTs, and I played them for you, of the left just bashing the right and bashing MAGA and bashing Trump over and over again and sending this terrible message to everybody. Like, why? What? Like, when in politics have we ever done that? I know they didn't like Reagan. They called him stupid. They didn't like Dan Quayle. They called him stupid too. I mean, Reagan was the actor, right? They didn't like Bush. I remember his daughter, Jeb Bush's daughter, telling me, I interviewed her once, and she was saying that it was awful when she was a student at Yale, and she would have to, her friends would take her down another path to get to wherever they were going because there were all these anti-Bush signs up everywhere. For whatever reason, the left has been able to just pound the right and call people things that you would not call them. I mean, whether, we're going to say they're racist or they're Nazis or they're this or that. I mean, it's like, wow. Like, how do you get away with that? Here's the thing. You're not going to get away with it anymore. Those days are over. We're speaking up. 37,000 turning point chapters being started, new ones all across the country. Conservatives coming out of the woodwork saying, hey, I got to defend myself, my family, my country. If not for me, for Charlie. I got to defend freedom of speech. I got to defend the right for common decency and dialogue. This is so important right now. And it's important what we're doing here on this channel. So I want to thank you all for being here. Make sure that you subscribe if you haven't. There's a bell. Then you know exactly when I'm live. We've got a big week coming up outside of everything that's happening vis-a-vis Charlie. We got the Fed meeting. They're talking about cutting by 25 basis points. Hey, maybe we'll get 50 basis points. We shall see. Lots going on the economic front, on the political front. A lot going on, of course, still with Charlie and keeping his memory alive. So thank you for being here. Thank you for what you do. Please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make a comment. If you watch this after the fact, do know that I look at those comments. And yes, amen indeed to all of you. Peace of My Mind was one of the first to tell me, hey, Trish, you're at 1 million. You're at 1 million. And it's amazing. I'm excited. I'm thrilled, guys. We've done this together. You have been such a big part of this. Such a big part of this. Waiting on the Lord. Thank you for your generosity. You say these people are saying, okay, they're moderate Democrats. I've never heard of moderate Republicans. Have you? Love watching your show. God bless. It's true, right? Like, they're like, if you're a Republican, oh, you're crazy. You're a total crazy person. I'm like, I'm really not that crazy. I'm really not. Is it that I'm getting older? Is that it? Like, where I kind of believe in simple things? No. It's that the world's gotten crazier and crazier, okay? And the left has gotten more and more extreme. And I'll tell you, they'll keep losing elections if this is how they're going to play the game. They will keep losing, because don't forget, this moment in time has actually inspired a lot of people to say, this is not my party anymore. I'm coming over to the red. You have record numbers of young people registering to vote. This is the Charlie effect, right? As Republicans, there's a sea change going on. This is the turning point. For the United States of America and for the world, don't forget, people from South Korea to the UK were all chanting in unison, we are Charlie Kirk. We are. Every one of us. Thank you for being here. I'll see you back here live on the Trish Regan Show again tomorrow.